So when it comes to Wicked, I'll admit, like, I know very little about it. I know that it's that the stage show was an adaptation of a book series, a long-running book series, and obviously a book series that was inspired by the original Wizard of Oz novels. And it's not even, the thing about it is, like, Wizard of Oz, everyone thinks, oh yeah, the book, and then it became a movie. There's like a whole series of Wizard of Oz books. And I've never read them, but I've always been kind of curious to check them out, you know, one day. And I know they've done other, like, Wizard of Oz, like, sequels and adaptations of some of the other material, and you know, a lot of it's like, I remember a lot of it being fucking weird. Like, really weird and dark. I know they did, like, a Wizard of Oz kind of sequel. It was a Return to Oz in the 80s, which freaked out a lot of kids back in the day, freaked out a lot of parents. I think I've seen parts of that. Big chunks of it. And then I've seen some, like, weird Wizard of Oz, like, animated material. Right, and of course, I've seen the original Wizard of Oz. It's a classic, of course. I grew up watching that movie. I've seen it probably like a dozen times throughout my lifetime, right? You know, it's kind of like essential viewing when you're a child, in my opinion. But when it comes to Wicked, I think I've heard maybe a couple of the songs before. I've never seen the stage show, and like I said, I know it's an adaptation of the book, and I guess there might be other books too. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. But the previous teaser trailer, which I want to say did it come out during the Super Bowl? Oh, and The Wiz. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, and I've seen The Wiz. You know what? The Wiz has some really good pieces of music, but the movie is just, there's some aspects of that movie that don't work for me. They don't really work for me. But there is some good music in it. I have to admit that. Really good music in it. Some miscasting, though. Michael Jackson's pretty good in that film. I like the guy who plays the lion in that movie. Also really good. He has a great song in that. Did not care for the Tin Man. A teeny. Just remember going, I'm not digging this. This does not work for me. Also, Dorothy felt very miscast. Very, very miscast. That was like one of the last, I think, like, retro reviews I did with Double Toasted. And I know Corey and I think Martin have a lot of nostalgic feelings for the movie. That was my first time watching that film, thinking, like, this is just weird. I had a lot of issues with that movie. In any case, so I've been exposed to a lot of Wizard of Oz stuff, but not really Wicked. But I have to admit, I did not care for the teaser trailer. It just aesthetically, I wasn't vibing with it. It felt very CGI heavy. All the actors, like there was this one song that they played at the end. I was like, I didn't really care for it. But in any case, let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer, the full trailer for Wicked, which is being set up to possibly be one of the, it's a long fucking trailer. It's 3 minutes long, 3.5 minutes long. It's being set up to be one of the big blockbusters, I imagine, of the fall winter season. So let's take a look at it. Come back to my thoughts, come get your thoughts, have a nice little conversation.
Are people born wicked?
Melted.
Or do they have wickedness thrust upon them?
Monkeys! A lot of monkeys this year.
You're green.
No shit.
I am.
Green and proud.
Welcome, new students, to Shiz University. Miss
Elphaba.
You can room with Miss Galinda.
Oh, popular. I know about popular. Oh, I saved you some space, by the way.
Do you really think this is fair?
I do not. I was promised a private suite. But thanks for asking.
Please, everyone take your seats. In today's Oz, a real sorcerer who possesses true magic has become all too rare.
Absolutely remarkable.
That was you who made all that happen. How did you do it?
I don't know. I've never known.
You, come with me.
Of course.
Not you. You.
I want the green one. Shrek, come here.
You're the one the wizard has been waiting for.
Galinda?
Ew.
I know. It's my granny's. I'd give it away, but I don't hate anyone that much.
Hey.
You should join us tonight. And don't tell me you have nothing to wear. Because you could wear this.
Oh, you're a fucking dick. That's a mean thing to do. Hey, she makes it work. Black and green, Chad. She makes it work.
She doesn't give a twink when anyone thinks.
Man, give a twink?
Of course.
All these goddamn adults making fun of her. What the hell's going on? They're gonna carry her straight up. Oh, now you care.
Wonderful Wizard of Oz. summons you to the Emerald City. Come with me.
What?
To meet the wizard.
Why couldn't possibly? This is your moment.
I'm glad that they're showing me the entire movie. Goddamn monkeys. I like this. This is cool. Jeff Goldblum is the wizard. Very good casting. I like that.
Something bad is happening in Oz.
Oh God,
Wait,
man,
to
monkeys.
bring folks together is to give them a real good enemy.
Oh, that's kind of racist.
You have no real power.
That's why I need you.
Don't let her get away! This wicked witch.
She's so funny.
Don't be afraid.
Goddamn munchkins laughing at me.
I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum, you fucked up. You fucked up, Jeff Goldblum. Oh, they changed the logo. It's the pink now. Thanksgiving, yeah. This was better. This was better than the. It's very long though. Yeah, it kind of. I feel like I kind of know the whole movie at this point. But let me look at the cast here. Has Ariana Grande acted in anything before? No, she has. She's is a lead. I probably should ask that. Wicked 2024 film. I'm curious. Let's see here. Yeah, Cynthia Erivo. I've seen her in a couple things. Ariana Grande. Glinda. Michelle Yeoh, we saw that. Jeff Goldblum. Peter Dinklage? Oh, he's the voice of the goat. Why does he have to be a goat? And there you go. I was like, who's the voice of the goat? Peter Dinklage. There it is. She was in a Nickelodeon show as a kid. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I like aesthetically, I'm not really vibing with the just the look of the film. It's very CGI heavy. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of another Wizard of Oz. I failed to mention this movie before, and the reason why is because I just really didn't like it, and I didn't. It was like midway through the trailer, I was like, this reminds me of this. It reminds me of that Sam Raimi Wizard of Oz film prequel, which was called The Oz the Great and Powerful, which was an origin story for the wizard, for him. And he was portrayed as, very, eventually heroic. He's kind of a huckster, a charlatan at first, but then he becomes more of a hero in that movie. But yeah, that James Franco one, I really disliked that movie for a variety of reasons. But definitely for its look. I was just like, nothing feels real in this world. And so it's kind of the same for this one. But I mean, listen, it's good to know that it's based on, obviously, beloved source material. And obviously has its legacy of The Wizard of Oz, which is like nearly 100 years old now. It is practically 100 years old now at this point. And this is based on a beloved, stage adaptation. So, I'm hoping for the best. It's just kind of crazy they just showed the whole movie to me. What about you guys? How do you feel about this trailer? I'm curious. Let's see here. Badass goat. Because he's the goat. The goat. She was also Annie on Broadway. Okay. Because he's the goat. That was Peter Dinklage, yeah. At least according to the cast, I think it is. I don't know if he's in the cast. I just see, Peter Dinklage is the voice of Dr. Dillamond, a goat and history professor at Shiz University. Shiz University. Let's see here. Goat, G-O-A-T. Word of mouth will dictate how I see this. I'll watch it. Not sure I want to pay to go see it. She was in Dan's creepy and canceled shows. Dan Schneider. He got in trouble again. Didn't someone else come out and accuse him of doing shitty things? They couldn't make him a line. It's like, you're a goat. You know what? Probably better than being having to play a munchkin. Oz the Great and Powerful. Keeping Larry, good to see you. Yeah, Creepy Jimchenko. Even back in 95 when the book came out, they were trying to make classic villains sympathetic. Disney ain't doing nothing new. Boggs, Oz, Great and Powerful, which was meh. It was very meh. Agreed. It's 2 part. Oh, this is part 1. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you guys mentioned that. They are not, man, they're leaning away from that part 1, part 2 shit. I think people have gotten sick of it. The film is scheduled to theatrically release in the United States November, Thanksgiving. Sequel, simply titled Wicked Part 2. Oh, there it is. It's set to be released on November 27th. Look at that. Yeah, they are not leaning in that part 1, part 2. People got tired of that. Yep. Deconstructed rubbish, says B. Smith. Grand Prix was boring and came out back when people wanted a Wicked adaptation. Oh, is that what it was? I never watched the Broadway version. I'm not familiar with Wicked. I know of it. I've heard a couple of the songs, but I've never read the book. I've never seen the stage version or even watched the performances. Maybe just like little moments of it. I've heard maybe a couple of the songs over the years. Let's see here. Mantis Ray can not only cause half the humanity to die and let the world be ruled by Ace, but he's the reason why the Wicked Witch was born. And how they handled that, like, I really did not like how they handled that, not to go off on a tangent, but how they handled, like, the Wicked Witch. Like, and who played it? It was, actually it was good casting. Just, like, what was written for it was terrible. Oh, God. Meg. Meg from Family Guy. Mila Kunis. Like, she just instantly fell in love with him. It was so fucking bizarre to me. She, like, instantly fell in love with him. He's like, all right, we're going to get married now. He's like, I've literally known you for less than 24 hours. He leans into it. He's like, yeah, we're going to get married. It's like, what is going on? It was very weird. It was very weird how they handled all that. And then he's like, I fucking only know you for 24 hours. She's like, I fucking hate you. And then she turned green and became evil. It's just like, that feels, I don't know, Chad, feels a little underbaked. It was a little undercooked. I think that could have been in the stove a little bit longer. It's a little raw. Oh, man. There technically already was a Wicked adaptation with Disney Maleficent, which people accuse of them making because they didn't have the Wicked. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Everybody has something to say about Dan Schneider. Yep. Katria, I think it's most people watching this will already know the plots of this trailer showing how faithful. Oh, fair enough. They're going to the original source material. There you go. They're like, well, we're doing it. As someone who's never given a flying fuck about Wicked, this looks kind of rad, not gonna lie. Not liking Grandma's line delivery. Or Grande. This is Grandma. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, she's the one element that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Yeah. Man, I get why they got her because it's like obviously she's an incredible singer, But I mean, there's gonna be scenes when they're just not singing, obviously. So that's gonna be interesting to see. As someone who's never given... Oh, sorry, I just read that. Remember when Spill, Corey and Martin gave it a full price coast? I remember that. Yeah. Gave it full price and gave it a better than sex, and I think they talked about that over the years, and they're like... They've changed their minds on that one, I think. I don't know. Maybe they still like it for all I know. But I think I remember them saying, like, yeah, or at least I could speak for... I think I could speak for Corey and Martin, and they don't like that movie now. I can't speak for co-host, though. Just remake The Wizard of Oz. I feel like they've been trying to. Honestly, I think they should just like adapt the other books, but maybe they have, and they just kind of flopped. Meg. Mia's witch backstory was super weak. I remember watching this at the time. I was like, oh. I remember that just kind of turned me off. I just realized they played that part of the song Popular. I remember playing the radio in Zombieland. I remember I have heard that song before because it's popular. Everything else that girl's done, and y'all still call her Meg. No, I forgot her name. I briefly forgot her name, Well, that's the thing about Mila Kunis. I thought she'd be in, like, a lot more stuff, Because she killed it in what's it? Black Swan. She was so good in that movie. She was my favorite performance in that film, honestly. I think she should have gotten a Best Supporting Actress nomination that specific year. I know Natalie Portman got nominated. I think she won. But I feel like Mila Kunis should have gotten nominated, perfectly honest. And then, ever since then... Ever since she fucking hooked up with Ashton Kutcher, then it's just been down goddamn hill, in my opinion. And I was like, oh, you're really good, And then I don't know what happened. Ariana Grandma, I like Mila Kunis, but she was terribly miscast, totally out of element. Instead of being menacing, she came off as whiny teenager like Jackie from that '70s show. Yeah. I think she could have. Yeah, it's just there's the material that was written for her. Yeah. Let's see. He changed his mind. I think Corey changed his mind, and now since I think that's when it came out. Yeah, when Sam Raimi directed Multiverse of Madness. Maybe that's when you talked about it. Yeah, that sounds familiar now that you say it. I was like, when did we talk about that? And I think that was then. Because I was the one. I think I was the one that brought it up. And like, I don't like that movie. Or more saying all the songs on New Girl 2. I'm not familiar with New Girl. Now I listen to the Wicked soundtrack again. Yeah, I mean clearly it's getting a lot of people excited. Apartment 1, yeah. Mila Kunis living comfortable on the Family Guy. Oh yeah, she's talked about it. She's like, fucking, it's great. You know? That's right. That's right. No, she's a talented woman. Yeah, she speaks multiple languages, Russian, Ukrainian, all that. No, she's a talented woman. I just expected, you know. I mean, she's clearly doing well for herself. There's no doubt about that. But I just want her to be in like more movies because I feel like she's talented. I don't know, pick better projects. End of the day, you know, with this particular film, we'll see. I think this was better. This was a better trailer than the teaser that they showed. I get a little bit more context, a little bit of better understanding of the story and the relationship between the Wicked Witch and Glinda, the Good Witch. But she's anything but fucking good. She's a nasty witch, chat. She's a nasty bitch, in my opinion. So we'll see how that all plays out. You know, cautiously optimistic, Bugs. Yeah, I'm more like, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna watch it anyway for my review. We'll see. You know, we'll see. Hoping for the best. I know it has a lot of fans, and a lot of fans are looking forward to this because they've either read the books or they've seen the stage play, and they're all about it. So, you know, it's a musical that, you know, I'm more interested in because it's something I'm very unfamiliar with. So it's not like, thankfully, it's not like they're just remaking a musical. You know, which I'm just like, oh, I don't need a remake of a musical. Just show me something new. So they're doing that. They're providing that to me. So it's like, all right, fair enough. I'll take a look at it.